Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Zorin OS MS1. Our team members is me myself Muhammad Hakim bin Mustafa 1190515. Next we have Muhammad Hakim bin Yusuf 1190513. And then we have Muhammad Ammar bin Abdullah 1190524. Okay, to start our operating system in the virtual machine, first we need to download the operating system first. In this case, we use Zorin operating system 15.3 Lite, and then download it for 64-bit. It depends on your computer. And then after you download, just leave it there. Next, we have to download VMware Player as a medium for virtual machine. Just simply search VMware Player download for Windows, and then click enter. And then click enter for the download. Next, download now. Okay, after the download is done, so you must click it and run to install. Wait for a minute. Okay, then just click and then next, and then click and next, and just simply next, and also next, and install, and then wait for the installation, then just click finish. After the installation, we must set up for the virtual machine. Just click it and use for non-commercial use, then continue, and then finish. Okay, next we create a new virtual machine. Choose I will install the operating system later, and then just click next. Okay, guest operating system is we use Linux, and version use Ubuntu 64-bit, then just click next. Okay, now for the virtual machine name, we name it as same as our operating system that we use, which is Zorin OS 15.3. Okay, for the location we just use as the default, and then next. Okay, for the maximum disk size, you may change the size, and then store the virtual disk as a single file. Just click next. Okay, here we must customize our hardware. We want to insert our operating system disk. Okay, choose new CD, DVD or SATA. Use ISO image file, and then browse for our operating system that we downloaded before, and then just open. Okay, now we may delete several items, which is sound card and printer, because we're not using it. Okay, then we close. Okay, then just click finish. Okay, we've done for the first part. Okay, now turn it on. Switch on our virtual machine. Okay, for this pop-up, we just ignore it. Just click OK and just ignore it. We wait. Okay, now we install the Zorin. Choose our default language, which is English. Continue. Okay, also continue for the keyboard layout. Okay, then simply continue. Don't change anything. And then for this also, just install. No need to change anything. Okay, continue. Okay, for the location, just choose Kuala Lumpur, and then insert all of your name and password and everything. Then continue. Wait for the installation. This may take several minutes. Okay, done. Then restart our virtual machine. Okay, now insert your password as you said it before, and then just log in, and then we've done. In this section, we will explain about the Nmap command we use for this video. Alright, here are the list of Nmap command used. Alright, now we go to the function of Nmap command. For the -n, this command tells Nmap to never do reverse DNS resolution on the active IP addresses it finds. Since the NS can be slow even with Nmap's built-in parallel stop resolver, this option can slash scanning times. Next, for the -p, this option specifies which ports you want to scan and overrides the default. And the third one is -pn. This option skips the Nmap discovery stage altogether. Normally, Nmap uses this stage to determine active machines for heavier scanning. By default, Nmap only performs heavy probing such as port scans, version detection, or OS detection against hosts that are found to be out. Disabling host discovery with this command causes Nmap to attempt the requested scanning functions against every target IP address specified. For TCP sync still scan, which is -SS, sync scan is the default and most popular scan option for good reason. It can be performed quickly, scanning thousands of ports per second on a fast network not hampered by intrusive firewalls. Sync scan is relatively unobtrusive and stealthy, since it never completes TCP connections. For the TCP miming scan, which is -SN, a reset packet should be generated in response to such a prompt whether the port is open or closed. The last one is TCP window scan, which is -SW. Window scan is exactly the same as xscan except that it exploits an implementation detail of certain systems to differentiate open ports from closed ones. Rather than always printing unfiltered when a reset is returned, it does this by examining the TCP window value of the reset packets returned. On some systems, open port use a positive window size even for reset packets, while closed ones have a 0 window. Okay, now we go to the Nmap. For that, unlock your virtual machine first, insert your password and then unlock it, and then go to your command prompt, search for IP address in virtual machine, and then type IP space A and enter. Okay, here is our IP address, net to net, next to net 1. Okay, for the Nmap, we may Nmap from the virtual machine or we can Nmap it from run the command from the host command prompt. In this case, we use our host to Nmap and then run Wireshark vmnet1 to capture the packet from the virtual machine. Okay, now open our command prompt in host. Okay, copy the command. Okay, the IP address we see here is IP address that we searched in the virtual machine before, because we want to Nmap to the virtual machine, we must use the IP address, that IP address. Okay, we have done our first command. Next, we filter the Wireshark with the filter IP destination equal to our IP address in virtual machine and TCP, and we can see here our first packet is sync for the first command. Okay, now we have done for the first command. Next, we go to the second command, Nmap. Don't forget to start the Wireshark before run the Nmap command. Okay, copy the command, which is -pn -sw -pat. Okay, just enter. Okay, we have done our Nmap. Okay, now we filter our Wireshark with the same filter, which is IP address ip.destination equal to our IP address in the virtual machine we have searched it before, and TCP. And now we see the packet, the add packet for the second command. Okay, we have done our second command for the Nmap. Okay, now we go to the last command, which is nmap -n -pn -sm -pat and our IP address. Don't forget to run the Wireshark and then just copy the command and paste it to the command prompt, and then just click enter Okay, we've done our Nmap. Now we filter in Wireshark. Use the same filtration, which is ip.destination equal our IP address that we use in virtual machine and TCP. Okay, now we see our packet that we captured, which is ping at. Okay, that's all for the Nmap. Thank you for watching our video.